Hey guys, it's Bill from Linden, Tennessee. I got another edition of Bring Your Tractor to Work Day, or in this case, Bring Your Tractor Accessory to Work Day. I'm not exactly doing anything here that I couldn't have done at home, other than we've got a slip roll, so I can make this guard for my belt, and then I'm going to probably make some sort of a guard for this too, at least for the back, to keep sticks and stuff out of that belt, because it's possible I go through something and a stick gets turned up in that belt. Which reminds me, the other day I was cutting the grass and a stick sort of came up and wedged itself between the fender and my throttle. So if it had done things differently, it could have like pivoted itself and put that sucker in full blast forward, and I'm not sure what I'd have done. That could have been very terrifying. Anyway, so for now I'll just cover this up here. This is going to have a slot in it, probably about to, I don't know how far, about that far I think. So this will slide all the way up and pretty much butt up against here. I'll cut it short, probably cut it to right here. And what I may end up doing, I probably will do, is I'll just drill and tap some 1032 screws right here. Just drill and tap 1032, and then those four will just basically hold this thing on. And it'll kind of be cantilevered out the front, but this is all 8 gauge, or 12 gauge, so it's going to be pretty stout. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing there. And I also just made this little bracket up, and all that's for is for my spring. So the spring will go in the hole. Not as easy as I'm making this look. There we go. Spring will go in the hole, and then it'll have a little piece of chain that'll go to that bar that I also brought in. So this bar will have this is coming out of my 2-inch receiver. So this bar will have a little thing, and then that's where the chain will pin through. And then I also came in and did a 5/8" hole. Yeah, I don't have any 5/8" drill bits at home or anything powerful enough to drill 5/8", so there that is. But the real reason I came here is, stand by. Yeah, the real reason I came by here is because there's our CNC machines back there. Our CNC guy, you can kind of see him there, he's rocking out to his music. That's Bull. Now, I don't know why they call him Bull. It could be because you can't really trust what he says, or it could be from that scene from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Remember Kevin Costner? Like, well, hey, why do they call you Bull? I don't know. Could be either one of them. But that's him. He's doing my CNC. He's doing my panel. And, yeah, that's the real reason I came in. So thank you very much, Bull, for donating your time. I drove this little guy so I could put the mower in the back of it. And, man, I really, really like this little truck, but I'm having such a freaking problem with the fuel system on it. I cleaned out the fuel tank in it. It had all kinds of rust, and I thought well, I was pretty sure I didn't get it all, but the more I drive it, the more fuel sloshes around in there, and it dislodges rust. So of course that goes into my fuel filter, clogging it up. And the more clogged up the fuel filter is, the more likely the pump is to find vacuum leaks, or air leaks in the fuel line. So yeah, on the way here, it kind of felt like it was starting to spit and sputter, because if you get a little bit of air in the fuel line, it's okay. The pump just sort of pumps it through back into the tank. But if you get like a lot, it starts going into the injectors, and obviously that doesn't work. So so the options here are just make myself another fuel tank and kind of be done with that, or just convert this thing to electric. It's what I really want to do anyway. And I was thinking I might put a little AC induction motor in the front with some Tesla modules. It'll give me just like 4 Tesla modules. That'd give me a range of about 60 or 80 miles. And then if I ever wanted to go far, I could make a pallet that's full of more Tesla modules that I could just put in the bed and have like a quick connect over here, where I just take the quick connect and go chunk and just plug that in to the back of the truck and have a 12-volt socket there too. And if I needed to go farther, then I can put that extended pack in there and then do that. But anyway, that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about brush hog. Yep. And kind of an update on this thing. It hasn't really progressed very much. However, we do have it all wired up, and all the pneumatics are on there, and all the wiring is done. And we got a dude that comes in and does our programming for us. So we've actually got this thing moving. We're having a couple little problems, but this is a prototype. So any little teething problems we have, that's the whole idea of testing this thing. So we're ironing them out, and with any amount of luck, we'll have this thing chopping up some cardboard or paper next week. That'd be pretty fantastic. So I'm gonna go back to this thing, finish making this little guard, and if Bull takes, needs more time, then I'll just go ahead and I brought my little pulleys and all that other stuff. I'll make some little brackets for this right here. So, all right, we'll see you in a minute. All right, we are back in the shop. Been a busy Sunday, and yesterday I got all the things machined and everything I wanted to do at work, and got back today, started on it pretty early, and I believe I've accomplished something. So like we said, I made these little brackets here with a pulley on it. Another little bracket up here. Got my little, everything's little. Got the 2-inch receiver. It's got a pin in there. Let's see. Yeah, got everything all welded up. So this is, I usually don't grind down my welds because I like to, make pretty welds and leave them there. But this is a case where this side was really nice and the other side I screwed up. So they both get ground down. So that's how that is. Yeah. So got it all put together. I had a spring, like I was telling you, that I was going to have right here, but this has got so much weight on it, it just overcame that spring like easily. So got rid of that. Don't need a spring anyway. Just use a chain. I mean, all bush hogs, they only have chains, and it still allows for some movement if I were to hit something big, like a tree or a sapling or something heavy. But see, yeah, no, it looks pretty good. And then to get this thing to work, I'll turn it on here. Then I'm just going to use my 3-point or my winch and just winch up. Just like that. And my little 3-pulley thing works really great. No problems there. I don't really know if it's all that necessary, but I guess it's kind of handy to have it up like that when you're traveling between spots that you need to cut. And it's also kind of cool for blade maintenance, I suppose. And yeah, so I don't know that it can go up a little bit higher than that, but there's no real need to. And then you let it down, just like that. And now it's sitting back on the chain. So I guess the next thing to do is, oh, I gotta show you my little cover. I made a cover for the belt. Yeah, so this is what I made it work. That turned out real nice. Just used 1/8-inch steel and made it kind of pretty. Got welds on the inside, so if something hits it, it won't break. And yeah, I'll show you what that looks like. Hold on. Yeah, ta-da. So that's in place. I've got some big sort of industrial grade expanded metal. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut a section of that out and sort of put it right here, put it where all that is. And that'll just kind of protect the motor from anything coming in and snagging on it, and then also it'll keep any sticks or whatever from coming in and poking and possibly derailing my belt. And yeah, so what else is left? Those little dudes right there, I need to weld those in. And down there where that little shim is, 1/8-inch shim, I gotta get this whole structure off, and I want to put a full length piece of shim stock under there and drill a couple, maybe like one more, maybe 2 more bolts to just for more security into the machine there. It's probably not necessary, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I need to weld the inside of those. And yeah, I guess now the only thing to do is to see how it works. Let's go check it out. don't exactly know what is up this way. I haven't been up this way. I know this is all sort of cut down, but we'll just do it and see what happens. I mean, that sucker, it works great. I mean, that's exactly what I kind of thought it was going to do. I can't believe how quiet it is. That's what gets me. It's just so quiet. And it doesn't make any vibration. It just sort of goes. Great. I mean, it's great. Man. Now, I had one of these before. It had the engine on it and the, you know, the handlebars and all that stuff. But it wasn't. I mean, it was good. They were really handy little tools to have. I'm expecting to hit something big here. I don't know what that's going to be like when I do, but I guess you're along for the ride if and when it happens. But man, hell, I couldn't be happier. Let's finish out this run. Come up through here. Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, it works really, really well. So that'll knock down all this big stuff. And yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna call that a success. Let me get a good money shot here. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. See you next time.